time for the Peter Channel Local Call News this late Thursday, July 21st, 2016. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins. I am late at 11 o'clock. News and on top story at the 11th hour on this Thursday is Cleveland, Ohio, where Donald Trump formally accepted the Republican nomination for president on Thursday, giving the biggest speech to the short political career, a secret end of trouble factious GOP convention on a high note. Christian calls his legal team to score a victory over that Roger Ailes as president and chairman of CEO of Fox News following lawsuit allegedly repeatedly sexual harasser. Cleveland, Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump said to abandon NATO's joint guarantee of mutual defense and would negotiate a scrap that NAFTA trade deal if he is elected to on fire from some senior Republicans on the Democratic rivals. Chicago officer heard an exchange of gunfire near South Side, officials said. The man who drove a truck into the crowd in Nice, France, killed a day for people plotted the July 14th attack for months, supported encompasses. Paris prosecutor Francis Bollin said Thursday. France's president said that the UK Brexit talk should begin soon and that began in a single document that accepted the freedom of movement. Kick-ass turns huge file, sharing site shut down by feds. Thousands of soldiers, police, and judges and civil service and teachers been suspended, detained, or put under investigation since the failed coup. Betsy Bloomingdale, Reagan friend and philanthropist, dies. Cleveland. Peter Thiel encouraged the GOP to not get distracted by culture wars and sage on Thursday, saying learned that Donald Trump for not focusing on such things that he made history. Speaking Thursday at the White House reception celebrating belated the end of Ramadan, President Obama made a point on highlighting the contribution Muslims have made to American society. Brianne King, an African-American elementary school teacher, was violently arrested by Austin, Texas police officer Brian Richter during her Trump's office in 2015, which was caught on dashcam video. For decades, students look at us, they have turned into a tired and true list of resources that student financial aid offices can provide. Grant scholarship organizations can point to the free money, and friends said. AT&T says failure. Customers have left the service during the quarters. Oil prices fell by the U.S. trading on Thursday. The flooded gasoline kept weighing on prices. Tokyo. Asian stocks dipped early on Friday after weak corporate results had halted on Wall Street record went overnight, while the yen went the large gains made after the Bank of Japan's governor played the need for the helicopter money monetary policies. It's official. Scientists with a large underground xenon dark matter have combated the 20 months of pristine data and found buried deep in the measurements never out of the ordinary. The findings presented in the invocation. An African bird called a great honey god is famous for leading people to honey, and a new study shows that birds listen to certain human calls to figure out who will play for the fall of the league. NASA's interpreted Curiosity rover on Mars that now has the ability to choose and trace a rock target and fire scientific lasers automatically. It shows report to globes like species equinoxes shown above containing a type of fungus called Basimamega yeast. Insurance policies worth $2 billion are taken out of real Olympic for terrorist attacks, natural disasters, and unknown peril. We will provide you women's focus on risk for brain bleed. Critics contend that the numbers in the study are misleading, but say a return PSA screenings might be worthwhile prostate cancer report. A study in the New England Journal of Medicine yesterday showed the meningitis B vaccine Bactrim, when administered during an outbreak at the Princeton University in 2013, produced an immune response to the most response, but 34% had no immune. Sleepy. Okay, take like New England insults in Bourne, Massachusetts at General McCarver Boulevard on Red House Road with injuries from one vehicle accident. Board fire department reported 2 car motorcycle trapped in and patient was extricated. News time, 11:04 p.m. Time for a local report. And a driver being followed by police was taken to Surrey Memorial Hospital Thursday night after slamming in a utility pole into South Main Street on Edinburgh. The accident reported at 8:35 p.m. Temple Lake close South Main Street near Camp Street in the Dodgeville area of the city. The vehicle hit a pole near 490 South Main Street after an officer reported by a radio vehicle was all over the road. The officer responded to the report when the driver started. The vehicle was about 16 miles an hour. An officer said no officer details were available Thursday night. The threat like summer is taking patrolling the Edinburgh area in summer at Johns Weather restrictions as full water ban placed in Redfern restrictions in Plainfield, North Attleboro. Western Massachusetts, Westman is beginning to definitely a woman whose body was found in a burning car last year. Peter Challenger's Times now 11:05 on this late Thursday night, and it's time now for a traffic and transit report. Beep! Let's start off with the MBTA Transit Alert, where the ferries in the commuter rail and it's looking good, but still on. That's one express amount of delays in the traffic. Alright, let's take a look at the highways and byways of New England on this late Thursday night. We're 95 at slow both ends from Bronx to New York City. 95 northbound has back from Bronx to the Bronx River Parkway. F3 Drive, slow both ends from Alvalade to Midtown Manhattan. Midtown Tunnel, slow both ends. Lincoln Tunnel, westbound side is backed up around the 98 to New Jersey City. 278 on the eastbound side, also on Brooklyn Bridge. 678 on both ends, also from East Brooklyn all the way out to JFK Airport. 678 on the northbound side, also on Queensbridge. On the Connecticut 94 eastbound side, it is also from Reading and Waterbury all the way down to Waterbury. 84 westbound side, also on East Waterbury. 84 eastbound side, also on Newtown, Connecticut. Bear Parkway on both ends, also on the Sanford Greenwich stretch. 95 on the northbound side is back down to Fairfield stretch. 91 on the southbound side, also before I-95 in Raven. I-91 in Lowell, on Britain and Middletown. 95 on the northbound side is back up for Oak Staple to New London. 395 on the northbound side, Lowell, in Playfield and Hitchbridge before Route 16 Killenly. Acton, Brown, 95 on the northbound side is back up for Warwick to Cranston. 95 on the southbound side is sold from 495 in Mansfield all the way to 295 in Attleboro. 129 on the northbound side is sold from Route 3 in Braintree all the way to Route 24 in Canton. Route 2 westbound side also for Route 128 in Lexington. 495 on the southbound side also on the South stretch. Route 1 on the northbound side little so around the Riviera stretch. 128 sold for both ends with the Peabody Denver stretch. Route 3 at the northbound side is backed up. It's looking good from Boston all the way up to Manchester. And 95 on the southbound side also Georgetown stretch. 495 on the northbound side rolls between Route 3 and Lawrence. Between Lord 93 and Lawrence. 91 on the southbound side also in the Northampton stretch. Spotted trip back is slow on both ends, but highways are very ways up. Hot natural main out. Looking good on 395 eastbound side, Lowell on the Bangor stretch. At New York City, I-88 on the eastbound side, Lowell one, the 3 in Schenectady. But State Fair is looking good on New York City Fair. Looking good from New York all the way to the Pennsylvania border. Karen Children's Time is now 11:08 on this late Thursday night, and it is time for weather report and air quality alert. Action day means that a ground level of concentration within the region may be approaching healthy standards. And day 1 tonight has better response determined. Friday evening and in addition to the heat, there'll be a potential for some scattered severe thunderstorms Friday evening that a lot of surgery remains at severe. Further will develop. The main risk will be damage to straight line, wind gusts, and volatile. Locally, every 10 points are possible. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this for tonight. We're getting some west coast got about 6 degrees up, west about 7 miles up. For Friday, 20% chance of showers. After 2 p.m., increase skies about 9 degrees up, west about 9 to 30 miles, gusts 23 miles an hour. For Friday night, 40% chance of showers, thunderstorms, pretty severe here. The winds heavy rain and frequent Latin. Mostly clouds skies about 70 degrees, southwest about 7 to 9 miles an hour. Just pages. 4% new rain amounts with less than 10 minutes. Check time amounts possible thunderstorms for Saturday, slight chance of showers before 1 p.m. Then a slight change of showers and thunderstorms after 4 p.m. Most of the skies coming at 91 degrees, west about 8 miles an hour, gusts at 21 miles an hour. Chance paid to 20%. Saturday night, podcast come at 60 degrees, let off west wind. Sunday podcast Monday at 64 degrees. Monday, most skies coming at 89 degrees. Monday night, chance of showers between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. Then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 10 p.m. Pressure by after 4 a.m. west. Most skies will about 69 degrees. Chance paid to 4%. Tuesday, parts of the podcast Monday about 67 degrees. Wednesday, most of the podcast Monday 87 about 65 degrees. And for Thursday, most skies coming at 85 degrees. Currently in non-air, it is fair skies, and it is 73 3 degrees, humidity of 77%. That is going to be it for the Peter channel. 11 o'clock noon is late. For that, 21st July 2016. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow morning with a more report. Good night.